Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Shatoka, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. So today I wanted to share this cute skirt, which I think will be a spring and summer staple for me. It's so cute. I did run into some issues with fitting, but I followed through and I patched in some extra fabric and it worked out. It actually looks like it's a cool design feature now, and I absolutely love it. So if you want to hear about this skirt, go ahead and stick around. So today's pattern review is actually of a simplicity skirt, which is Simplicity 9683. This is a 2022 pattern, and I believe I've had it for that long and I hadn't gotten around to it. Actually, the way it's styled on the envelope, it's more like a fall look because of that faux leather. But I wanted to make a denim skirt and I ended up doing view B. So there are 4 views in this pattern, A, B, C, and D. I think that I probably will do D at some point, but for the most part, I wanted it for B, the cargo skirt. So really love how this skirt looks. However, I did make some changes to mine, and I want to rewind us back a few days, actually like over a week ago, and share with you guys some issues that I ran into with this pattern. It's easy to sew, but check out this video. So I'm recording this clip as a cautionary tale. When you guys will be seeing this, I will have fixed it, but I wanted to come on and say, make your muslins, make your trial runs, especially if it's a pattern that you've never done before. I never do it, and it's come to bite me in the butt the last 2 times. When I'm sewing with my knit fabrics, which I love to do, even if I cut too small, it'll still work because it's stretched. But makes like this doesn't stretch at all, and it's not going. Like, luckily, I have enough sewing skill to figure it out. I'm going to add like a panel down the back, the center back, where the zipper will be, and I'll be able to work it out. But I'm like, I could have just made the muslin and avoided this. And the reason why I don't do the muslins is because I'm like, I just want to get right to it. Like, I don't want to spend time doing that. But if I had done that, I would have known it wouldn't have fit, and then I would have saved myself some time. So it's literally like the same time to take to add, extra fabric to do this extra step, or a couple steps that I could have avoided had I done my trial run. So yeah, you guys, I know it sucks and not everybody likes to do it, myself included, but definitely do those trial runs. Like, do it on bed sheets, do it on less expensive fabrics, the muslin, because yeah, you'll save yourself a headache. But I'm gonna work it out. Alrighty, so I have added the zipper to the center back panel that I'm adding, and now I'm going to attach it to the side seam, and then I will attach it to the other side seam, and hopefully it all works out. So it's going to end up being patched in the back. I didn't want to do that, but I didn't have any more of this fabric, and I want to complete this. I didn't want to just try to go back to Joann's and find it, since I already have that patched piece in the front, and then the contrasting cargo pocket. I was like, you know what, you can make it work. You're gonna make it work. Patch in that center back, and it'll be your own unique skirt. I'm trying to make lemons. Well, I'm trying to make lemonade out of these lemons that I got after not doing this trial run on this skirt. Okay, y'all, so I have the center panel in. Let me bring the camera down some. And sorry about the lighting. My sewing room actually does not have the best lighting at night. That's why I record in the daytime. But so I have the skirt on, pull it down a little bit more, and it fits now, but now it's big in the waist. So the issue was getting it across my hips and butt. So you see the center panel now has done that and it fits, but now it's a little bit big, and I was being a little bit like generous because I was like, I need this skirt to fit. So I do want to add some darts to the back so that it can be a little bit more fitted. But I'm gonna leave this room that I have like in the hips and butt area. But you see, it's like, look, I could literally turn this skirt. That's how like loose it is on my waist, because the issue was never really the waist. The waist actually met, it was just right here, it was not going to close. So gonna see if I can get two darts in the back to have it a little bit tighter. And then I have my the facing pieces that I am going to have to adjust to make it fit now, because I do already have these cut out, but because obviously I let it out, what I'm gonna do is just like measure the front and then see how much I need to add to the front and back facings, and then I'll hem it. So this is the length too. It's not hemmed. I like it at this length. So I feel like once it's a little bit more fitted at the waist and it's hemmed, it's gonna be perfect. I actually really like the contrast with the cargo pockets, and the censored back doesn't look as bad as I thought it was gonna look. I mean, it don't look bad at all, but I was kind of worried about how that would look, but I'm not mad at it. So yeah, I'm so glad it's coming together because I did so much work on this skirt and I'm like, I really wanted to be able to wear it, so I'm glad I'll be able to wear it. So if you guys hadn't seen in my What I'm Working On Wednesday video, I talked about how I've learned my lesson. I actually already did buy the muslin fabric, and I'm gonna get more, and I'm gonna use bed sheets. I'm gonna do what I gotta do first with making these patterns, especially when it's the first time I'm making them, to make sure that they fit right, because I really did create extra work for myself that I didn't need to, because the fit wasn't there. I actually did, I do always look at the finished garment measurements, and I fell at a size 20, which I cut a size 20 because my hip measurement is at a 47, but that's the exact measurement. So looking back now, I should have cut a 22, but that hip measurement for the finished garment measurements was a 50. And I knew for sure that that would definitely work for my hips, but it'd be a little bit wider. But then I knew the waist would be really big. So I decided to cut the 20, and it bit me in the butt. However, I'm glad that I have enough sewing skill to be able to work things out, and I did, and I'm so glad with how it turned out. But if you are cutting the right size, you'll be fine, and it'll be an easy to sew pattern as is explained on the envelope. View B, there's actually only how many pattern pieces? It's actually 8 pattern pieces for view B. However, I only use 7 because I did not use the pockets. There are inseam pockets along with the cargo pockets, so I omitted that. The cargo pockets actually are pockets that you can use as well, but for me, it's gonna be like fashion pockets. So I only had 7 pattern pieces, and really simple to come together. I would say for sure it is easy to sew, because, you know, sometimes the patterns will say that and you're going through it and you're like, no, this is not, this is not that. This is truly an easy to sew pattern, especially if you don't have any fit issues. Only notions you need are interfacing. You do need a 9-inch zipper. It says invisible zipper, but I think I got an all-purpose zipper in the back of my skirt, and it's fine. And it calls for buttons on my view, but they're like decorative buttons that would go right here, and I didn't use them. I just felt like I didn't need it on this skirt. But that's all the notions that you need. Of course, your thread. So for me, in my view B, there are 18 steps. I did not do a few of the steps though, because I omitted the pockets. And then also there's a split that is supposed to be in my skirt because it's longer. However, I decided to make mine shorter. So my cargo pockets are raised up. I raised them up, and I cut my my skirt shorter. I actually cut off 6 inches. It was just a really odd length for me. So I decided to cut 6 inches off, and I brought my cargo pockets up, and I really like it like this. I'm going to make this skirt again in a camo fabric, and I'm going to do the same thing. I like this length. To me, it's just such a cute, like casual cargo skirt. I know I probably could just use another pattern, but I actually like the lines of this one, and I'll definitely do it again. So yeah, so for me, probably about 15 steps, but it is truly an easy to sew pattern, and it is recommended that you use your woven fabric. So this is for your denim, your lightweight wools, linens, cottons, faux leather, as you saw on the pattern envelope, and it says suede and crepe. There is a facing at the top, and so when I was running into those issues with the fit, I did have to alter my facing accordingly. I was gonna like cheat and do like a bias tape at the top, but I decided to follow through and do it the correct way, and I'm so glad that I did because it's such a cute skirt. I absolutely love it. So today I just have it styled with a crop tee from Target. It's the Wild Fable brand because the skirt is a high-waisted skirt. So I was like, you know what, I could do a crop. But if I didn't do a crop, I would probably want to do like a bodysuit because I wouldn't want to have anything kind of like billowing out of the skirt. But I really love it. Outside of the issues with the fitting, I would definitely sew this up again a few times. I do think I want an actual just like denim, straight denim one. And then for sure I want a cargo one. But yeah, it's really cute. So I feel like if you guys hadn't gotten this one, you should definitely go and get it on the next sale when Joann's has it for the $1.99 or the $2.99. Always, as I ask you guys, if you have questions about anything on the pattern construction or the steps on the pattern, leave them in the comment section. But it is truly a learn to sew pattern, a easy to sew pattern that I think anyone could knock out as a beginner sewist. It's really simple lines. That's why I knew that I could remedy the situation with the back, you know, not connecting, not being wide enough for me. So yeah, just adding those two panels down the middle, and it looks like that's what I intended to do the whole time. So you guys will know because you know it was a mistake. But when I wear it out, people will think, oh, that's just a cute little denim skirt that, you know, she has patchwork on. And it's cute. But yeah, absolutely love this fabric. It is a home decor fabric, however, but I've made items out of home deck fabric all the time. Like, fabric is fabric to me. So if I find a textile that looks nice, I'm going to make it. I just washed it when I got it home because it was pretty like stiff. But yeah, it doesn't have any stretch though. So yeah, I think had I cut some fabric that has some stretch, I probably would have been okay. But even still, it would have been a bit tight. So I'm really like, man, like usually I'm good with the finished garment measurements. But this time it's like, no, it was no way. Like, yes, I'm at a 47, but to not even go around to the back, I'm like, I just took my measurements. Something ain't right. Probably won't get to wear her for another month or so because it's still cold here. Like, we had snow a couple of days ago and it's actually sunny today, but it had been raining the last few days, like the first few days of April. So I'm just like, come on, spring, like fight back, come on. So yeah, but I wanted to style her for you guys today and get this video out here with just like this tee and my Converse. This is exactly how I'm going to wear it when I wear it out. But I wanted to share with you guys because I know in other places you guys actually have some spring. Some people, it's already summer temperature. So grab this one, knock it out. And the length of the skirt, the way it's supposed to be on view B, may look really nice on some other people. But for me, I was like, no. I wanted it to be short. Like, I'm so like, it's either short or it's either all the way to the ground like a maxi. So yeah, I was like, I'm definitely shortening this one up. So coming up next on the channel, I'm actually going to be doing a video of my favorite knit patterns. So you guys have heard me say it multiple times. I'm a knits girl. I love knit patterns. So I'm trying to see, like, I'm thinking I was going to do top 5, but y'all, I'm having a hard time narrowing it down. I feel like there's at least like 7 that I want to share because I've made these patterns multiple times and I've hacked them. So yeah, I'm going to see, but I just felt like it just sounds good to be like my top 5 knit sewing patterns. But I don't know, like I love sewing knit patterns. And when I find something good, she's going to make it over and over again and not care because with new fabric, it's a new item. So yeah, that's going to be coming up next on the channel. And then my thrift flips. If you guys hadn't seen what I'm working on Wednesday, I talked about how I want to get back into thrift flips. So I do have a few items that I am going to turn around. Nothing like crazy drastic, but just showing how something that you see, it might not look like your cup of tea, but it's fabric, you guys. You can turn it into something. So I have an idea for 2 of the items, and they were literally, actually, it was 3 for $1 on Tuesdays at this thrift store by my job. So I paid $3 for 3 items. One of the items, it just fits and I'm going to wear it just like that. But the other 2, they're going to end up being some thrift flip items. And that's a win-win. 3 for $1. So yeah, that's going to be coming up, but I'm definitely going to be doing the favorite knits patterns next. So yeah, if you like that type of content and you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so you won't miss that. Also click the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I upload a new video. So until next time, bye.